Hello students, in this video we will discuss two questions of GATE 2020 paper. Your first question is based on uniform distribution theory and particularly characteristic function of uniform distribution. See, the main form of this uniform distribution we will discuss here will be uniform minus a to a. So this will be the particular form we will discuss in this particular question. So characteristic function of a random variable x is given by this function. If you multiply 2 by here and 2 by here, then what we get, phi xt equals to sine 2t upon 2t. There is no problem. We can write it like this. If we recall our complex analysis, then we can write e raised to power iota ax, or I should write iota at minus iota at upon 2 iota equals to sine 2t. So this result is very much seen in complex theory when we studied class 11. So using this result we can write our sine 2t as exponential function in terms of exponential function. So sine 2t can be written as e raised to power iota 2 iota t. I should write 2 iota t, e raised to power 2 iota t minus e raised to power minus 2 iota t, and this 2 iota is multiplied by 4t, then it will change into 4 iota t. So your phi xt is now in terms of exponential can be expressed. Now why did I say to recall about characteristic function of this particular form of uniform distribution? Because now we will use this concept. See, for this particular question, characteristic function is written as e raised to power iota at minus e raised to power minus iota at upon 4 iota t. So this is how we can write characteristic function for this particular uniform distribution. Now let us compare this form with this form. Then we can easily see actually as Rx is distributed as uniformly minus 2 to 2. Now there is no big issue to calculate probability mod x less than 3 by 2. We can directly integrate from minus 3 by 2 to 3 by 2. And what will the function to be integrated? It will be 1 by 4. It is the density of uniform minus 2 to 2 dx. Then if you will solve this particular density, this particular integration, you will see answer is 0.75. So this is how you can see how easy was this question. The only approach was to get a click in mind that there must be some form of characteristic function that is related to uniform. Our second question is based on non-parametric test. So which non-parametric test we are going to use here? This is Wilcoxon signed rank test. This question says let x1, x2, x3 be a random sample from population having probability density fx is equals to fx minus theta and f minus x equals to fx for all this for testing h0 versus h1. Let t plus denote the Wilcoxon signed rank test statistics. Then under h0, what will be the value of 32 into probability t plus less than equals to 5? See, this particular question is very easy to solve. The only thing, we know the correct concept. First of all, you have to know what is this t plus statistics. This particular statistics has the form summation I1 to n I zi. Now you will ask, what is this zi? See, form of this T plus has a hidden theory. An untold, you have seen many movies, so many movies have untold story. So this form T plus also have some untold story, which will be discussed if someday we will discuss non-parametric test on our channel. So for a short review, see, we have x1, x2, xn, a sample, an observation, a sample of observations, and MD equals to population median. This is population median for this particular random sample. If we derive DI equals to XI minus median, this is our new random variable which is generated by subtracting median from each of these XIs. See, so DI, since MD is median, so DI may take negative as well as positive values. So D1, D2, Dn, as the number of these sample observation will be equal to the number of these DIs. Fine. Now our next task will be to arrange these DIs in increasing pattern. So most negative to the left and most positive to the right. And if we arranged, we will get a new variable like D1 dash, D2 dash and Dn dash. So this is how our new DIs can be written. Actually values are not changed. All the values present in DIs are present in Di dash. But the only thing we rearrange, or we can say we ordered all the DIs. So if Zi, we introduce Zi, then what does this Zi say? This Zi takes value 1 if your Di dash is greater than 0, and this Di takes value 0 if your Di is less than 0. Fine. Now see, since we have so how many Zi we will have? It will be same as n, as the number of xi, which is nothing but n. So in our question we will calculate like I1 to 4 I Zi, Z1 plus 2Z2 plus 3Z3 plus 4Z4. Fine. Now for finding this particular probability T plus less than equals to 5, we must calculate a table. We must form a table. Without forming that table, we cannot solve this question. And that formation is very much easy. You can see the first column of table will be value of T plus, that T plus assumes. See, your T plus will take value always in the range of 0 and n plus 1 by 2. Since our n is equals to 4, the value will be from 0 to 10. But we need to calculate probability only for values of T plus less than equals to 5. So there is no meaning of unnecessary calculation for the values of T plus more than 5. So just write T plus equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can also write values of T plus more than 5, but that will be unnecessary. Why should I waste my time? Now we will write in second column points. Now what are these points? These are the points having the form of a 4 tuple element, Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z4. And you remember what are these Zi's. Now see, your t plus equals to z1 plus 2z2 plus 3z3 plus 4z4. Now you guys can easily watch, you can easily observe, then when will t plus will take value 0? Only when all zi's are equals to 0. Other than, it will not take t plus, it will not take value 0. So if all zi's are 0, then this tuple has entry all equals to 0. 0, 0, 0 and 0. When it will take value 1? When all z2, z3 and z4 is equals to 0, but only z1 is equals to 1. Then 1, 0, 0, 0. For 2, z1, z3 and z4 have to be 0 and only z2 is equals to 1. So 0, 1, 0 and 0. For taking value 3, it has two possibilities, like z3 and z4 is equals to 0 and z1 and z2 equals to 1. So your first possibility is 1, 1, 0, 0, and your second possibility will be if z1, z2, z3, sorry, z1, z2 and z4 equals to 0, only z3 equals to 1. So 0, 0, 1, 0. Now for 4, we can make z2 and z4 0 and all other is equals to 1. So 1, 0, 1, 0. Is it fine? And the next possibility is 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 0 and 1. For making 5, we can make z2, z3 0 first, and then make z1 and z4 is equals to 1, 0. Then it will be 1, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 1, 1, 0. So these are all the points for which value of t plus is less than equals to 5. Now if you let us make a count on these points. How many points are present in this table? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in totality we have 9 points. Now it is easy to calculate the probability. If this particular probability is denoted by P naught, then P naught equals to number of sample points, upon 2 raised to power n. Fine. So if it is 2 raised to power n, what is this n? This n is equals to 4, the number of sample observations. So how many points we obtained in last table? We obtained 9 points, and this 2 raised to power n is calculated as 2 raised to power 4, which is 9 by 16. See, this formula also have an hidden theory. So if you want to read actually the non-parametric test, then you can read 2 books of non-parametric. First is Gibbon's book and second is Srivastav's book. So in these 2 books, the concept of non-parametric is given very clearly. Although even I am not able to understand that much, but yes, I am just trying even this time to study those 2 books. So finally P naught is calculated as 9 by 16, and your 32 P naught is equals to 32 9 by 16, which is equals to 18. Fine. So this is your final answer. So thank you for watching my video, and I think your response are not coming that good. So you can also give your negative comments. It is an open area that see, we need to communicate that something is going wrong on your channel. So this is only the way I can improve. So thank you for watching my video.